Hey guys, this is the SuperEyeEye channel, and today we're going to look at all of Dark Washbuckler's upgrades. So let's first look at the top. Right here, his first attack is that he swings a sword and slashes enemies. His second power attack is he shoots a bubble gun and traps enemies. His power that he gets, his first one, is that it upgrades his sword and he can hold the sword and do a forward slash attack. His other power that he gets is where a piranha is now in the bubble and increases the bubble gun's damage. The bottom path down here upgrades the bubble gun, but the one up here I chose upgrades the sword. So this upgrade lets you pop the bubbles that you trap enemies in and gives you a bubble shield that reduces enemies' attacks against you. And this one upgrades the sword even more than what it is before. And this one lets the blade sail attack do even further and sends a giant storming ship ahead that damages enemies. So let's look at his bottom paths also. His attack that he does on the bottom is to dash forward, pushing enemies and damaging them along the way. If you hold B, you can slap enemies with 2 tentacles. Now your health is increased with this power. And this one, if you hold B, now you will squirt ink at enemies, making them blind. The path down here increases, well, not really increases, but it just leaves a cloud behind. I chose the one up here that upgrades the tentacle attack. So if you hold B, now the attack will be faster, and this one just increase the damage of it. And then his soul gem is if after you dash and you press B repeatedly, you will continuously spin. So now let's just test this out in battle.
Stage 1.
First we'll show you the sword. Does 48 damage, pretty powerful. I'm just easily breezing through this, just with the single slash of a sword. Like, you could just use this sword and like still slash enemies, big groups of them too. Now if you just hold the sword for his first charge, he'll dash through enemies and do 115 damage. Now if you hold the sword even longer, which his soul gem explains that he will send a giant ship ahead and does 150 damage. So let's just go ahead and get rid of their shields. And the critical hit does 228. That is powerful. I never actually saw that critical hit before.
Stop the food thief before he escapes. Power up.
So next, after this, we'll show you the tentacle attack. So here's his dash, right here. Does 35 damage, pretty good. Also, you can use it to escape from enemies attacking you. Now if you hold it, you can just repeatedly slap people. Now if you dash and just keep on pressing B, he'll just rapidly spin. And it also slows them down by, I don't know what you would call it, but it just basically just stops them and slows them down for a little. Now here's the cloud of ink. See that over there? Now if this hits enemies, it makes them blind. If I can do that without killing them, I could explain that to you. Now his Y attack is his bubble gun, which we'll show you now, which if you hold it and then release it, it'll trap enemies in a bubble. Now if you hit it with a sword, it'll give you a bubble shield that reduces enemies' attacks. Very useful at times. Now see that piranha inside? It increases the bubblegum's attack, and if the enemies are trapped inside, the piranha will go ahead and just attack them, making their day worse. Well, that'll be the end of this video. Be sure to subscribe and check out other path upgrade videos that we did, and look forward to more of them.